right, we're here with the man with 3 testicles.
Yeah.
T-Mac.
You know,
Quite a season, huh?
yeah, it's been good. You know, it's hard work. Hurts your back carrying around 3 testicles. That's for sure.
Now, speaking of your back, that was the big story earlier in the year. You had everybody concerned. I think everybody endured, it seems, as your fan, one way or the other.
Oh, sometimes. I mean, it's just you can only try to treat people the way that you'd like to be treated, and they've been good to me. But and unfortunate that when I did break my back, a lot of people stuck their necks out and did some things for me to help me along, and hopefully we turned the corner.
And then you had the sex change operation. You became She-Mac.
I hear you. That's why I just got to get the voice raised back up, and then it'll be even better.
And everybody stuck with you through that. That was it like growing up, the barefoot Bob's son. I mean, and then getting in a car and having those expectations put on you.
It's not that big. That wasn't no expectations. I really didn't. I always wanted to do it, and we didn't have the extra cash or the cars laying around, and I have a little brother that does the same thing. It's good to go be around a guy that is successful, and he's my hero. So it's cool that I get to see him all the time, and I used to grow up eating dinner with him all the time too.
Yeah, that's the odd thing that people don't realize. That to you, it's just your dad. I grew up. Tommy Carlos is my cousin, and Tommy is quite successful. And people say, "Oh, yeah, no way you're his cousin." It's like, yeah, honestly, these guys do have relatives. They eat dinner every night.
Yeah.
They wipe their ass when they're done taking a dump.
Yeah.
But so that must be the thing. What you're saying here is, no big deal being barefoot Bob's.
No, it's just that's who I always admired and then watched race, and he's a superstar and a legend in this game, and it's pretty cool that I'm halfway. Maybe if people think I'm half as good as he was, that's pretty cool because in my mind he's the best that's ever done this.
A lot of people actually think you're better, but now, in all fairness to your dad, he stayed with the modified straight out. He never went into bigger and better things like you did. You're quite successful out in the Wu late models.
Yeah, I think that times he's done different pavement stuff with different modifieds and things like that, and he was winning and all that, and he could have done anything he wanted, but fortunately or not unfortunately, but he just ended up staying in that area, and back then the way things were, you can make a real good living doing this, and unfortunately it's gotten now where the late model is just more lucrative money wise for me, but coming back and doing this and having the success, I enjoy coming back, that's for sure.
Well, I know you're not quite being the hometown, but more or less you are still on your home turf, your hometown hero. It's unbelievable the fan reaction to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up Canandaigua, Weedsport, and Brewerton, so this is where I grew up since about the time I was 8, 9 years old. That's where I was going, was all them places. And Watertown, I grew up in Watertown, but didn't spend as much time there as everybody would think. A lot of winters, not much in the summer. So the fans here in the New York State, the entire New York State, are phenomenal. They've always been, and we've got some fans all over the country. But when we come back home, they really are pretty cool.
It is amazing. It blows my mind just seeing on the internet, fans from all over. Anything says T-Mac on it, you got people from California to Florida, up into Canada. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I must be. I don't know. So maybe they fell down and bumped their heads, but I'm doing something right, or our team's doing
You're a
something.
chick back then. I can't figure. I
It.
tell the chicks, no, it's really nothing to write home about, honest. But
Once you get up close, right? I don't know. It's just maybe the way we race or the way our team carries ourselves, and people seem to follow. We lead as a team, and they jump on board and help out. And we've been to different parts of the country where we've had 2 crew guys, and other guys have just showed up that we didn't even know and gave us a hand, and it's pretty cool. I enjoy being around the fans just as much as I hope they enjoy being around me, and that's why I hang out with them when we're out at night and do all kinds of stuff. It's fun.
let's do something for the fans. Let's go kick the shit out of Matt Shepard and take that 50 grand.
I hear you. Nah, he did good. It's tough. I mean, I've never finished.
50 grand.
I hear you. I hear you. That's more than I've ever.
Not really. He's tall, but he's not really that big. I think we could take him.
He's got to reach. You'd have to. Maybe if you hit him low, I hit him high, we could get him. But his reach is both ours put together might be able to get to him. He's got long arms.
Matt is like about what, 6'11" or something.
I seen him out there throwing them basketballs. I figured when McNamara was shooting, I figured he'd just go ahead and dunk one and get it over with. He actually, when it was over, he went up and grabbed the rim. I said, I don't even think I could touch a net, but he's one of the boys.
I don't think you could catch the rim if if you stood on my shoulder.
Probably not. I mean, they do a good job. It was their day. We were. I really thought the way the race folded out that it was our day, and we just missed. But that's all right. We'll go back at it again.
But you got to give yourself a whole lot of credit here, all the way around. Strategy. You're running a car that most of these guys have brand new cars. They always break out. They're brand new cars for
Yeah.
Syracuse. You're running a car. You were telling me it was 4 or 5 years old,
Yeah.
6 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, and it's a little rougher now because we crashed it real bad in hot laps. And we had to clip it, so it's a little bit beat up, but it's comfortable, and that's the whole key to going faster is being comfortable. I mean, don't get me wrong, we got a brand new CNC performance motor in here that numbers wise is better than Matt's by a little bit. So it's not we do the work where we think they need it. We get a car that's comfortable and the motor really runs, and I get phenomenal pit guys, and that's how you try to get this deal done, try to win.
And you were Mr. Excitement out there today. I think you're the only one that I noticed anyway, even attempting to pass on the outside. And you did pick off a couple on the outside.
It was tough. It was a little treacherous and hard to see. And once the dust thinned out, we got a few done. I was really happy with the car when you can race with Billy Decker and fortunate to pass him here because as good as he is, and we passed Dale Plank and a few guys. It's that's I mean I am very proud that we were able to do that as a race team because it was hairy out there, but our car is capable of winning. I just got to figure out how to get it up front for qualifying.
It was, I think, my favorite move of the race when you passed Billy on the outside down here going through one. You didn't get him actually coming into the corner. You got him pretty much at the high point of the corner.
Yeah, he slipped up a little bit, and I got him, and I thought the yellow was coming out right at the same time, and I thought, oh man, come on, he worked so hard to get by that guy, and he has set the bar here the last 6 7 years of what to do, and when I was out where he was at, anytime I was around him today, I thought, then I must be doing things right. If Billy's right where I'm at, we have a shot at winning this because he knows exactly what to do at this place every time.
You blew past him so fast it blew the fucking hair right off of his head.
I don't know
Decker
about
had
that.
hair on his head. He's bald now.
I don't
He's like
know.
a cucumber.
I hear you. It was just one of them days. He looked a little tight, and we come in and pitted and changed tires and freed up, and that was probably. And he made a mistake. I just happened to hit it at the right time.
If he was tight, it's because I went after his traction control again I went up his ass with a broomstick, and you noticed he was walking a little funny, talking a little higher pitch.
I hear you. I hear all that stuff about traction control. I've heard it for last 5 years. You hear it in the late model stuff, and I got news for all them people that think that wins your races. You can put it in everybody's car and take it away from everybody's car, and unfortunately for the people that don't understand that race, that don't even understand, the same guys are going to win, and that's just the way it is. The guys that work as hard and get to where Billy Decker has, and Alan Johnson, myself, and Fuller and Brett, and all them guys, give us track control, take it away, do whatever you want to do, and they'll still find a way to win races, and that's
They'll
just
still
life.
accuse you of cheating as well.
Exactly.
Now I got a question you've probably never been asked. You seem to be quite comfortable having a guy hold a battery-operated phallic symbol in front of your face.
I have never been asked that, and not as much comfortable. Well, we're in a lighted area. If we were in a back alley, not lit so much, maybe I'd be more nervous. But you see, I got a big guy right there who's ready to pounce at any minute, standing beside me. So I got a bodyguard with me.
But for me, I mean, you're one of the more fun guys. The first time I talked to you, I was a little apprehensive because you don't realize you're like you've hit celebrity status now that you've gone nationwide.
I
It's
hear
like
you.
I was a little apprehensive, and I didn't want to piss you off or insult you.
Nah.
As I got to talk to you, it's like you're probably one of the coolest guys.
Nobody can piss me off. Hell, I mean, back in my NASCAR days, you think you couldn't talk to me? All six of them? No, I'm all right. I'm easy to come after.
Awesome. So we're gonna see you in a modified again before the season's over, or like Eastern States, or
Not Eastern States because we got to go to a late model race next week that pays 50 grand to win. So we'll go to.
yeah, I could
It's
see you
big
wanting
money.
to go for that.
Yeah, we're gonna Hagerstown for the Oktoberfest. As of right now, Vinny's small black car, our late model car. I don't know what's going on with his big black car because I don't know if he's even got one. So we'll go from there. But we'll at least do the small black, big black, and whatever Vinny wants to do.
So what was your the high point of your career as far as like beating Bloomquist had to be up there,
I don't know. It's up there. I mean, me, it's I have a short-term memory, so it started off the other night at Brewerton, just running as good as we did. I was happy. That's every time we have another success, it takes over the top slot for me. It's just when I retire someday, maybe they'll rearrange themselves, but for me, it's the next win is usually the most fun for me.
Start taking notes, maybe.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know there's some big ones and they're a lot of fun, but nobody cares about them until it's over. So we need to try to figure that out what to do next week.
In all seriousness, someday, 20 years, 30 years down the road, they're going to want to write your book.
Yeah.
So no, really, they will. I mean,
We'll see. I mean,
you've already written chapters that others haven't. I mean, you.